Good Wednesday evening. Happy International Women's Day. I'm a girl dad and live in a house full of females, so ladies, I appreciate you and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And once again, a dramatic shot. We're seeing a little bit of everything right now this time of year. Those dark clouds, which indicate we could see some showers tonight. Beautiful shot, though, looking down at the Wenatchee Valley, and that is from our Wenatchee Heights Sky-Fi Tower camera. There's a winter weather advisory for portions of our area tonight, and that includes Waterville and Mansfield. But I'll tell you what, the real storm is coming Thursday night into Friday morning, where we could see maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow in some locations. Winter travel in the mountains, breezy conditions as well on Friday, and maybe even some rain mixed in. And we'll have your complete north central Washington weather forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. The Douglas County Prosecuting Attorney's Office must pay $2,500 in sanctions to a defense attorney. A Leavenworth man was injured yesterday in a single-car wreck on Interstate 90 near Easton. And for the first time in years, Pacific Appraisal Associates reports the median sales price of a home in the Wenatchee market in February went down compared to last year. But first, our top story tonight, the man accused of gunning down his former girlfriend and opening fire on witnesses on a rural Douglas County road has been judged competent to stand trial by a psychologist. Dalton Scott Potter is charged with 13 felonies, including the murder of Alyssa Ann Longwell, who was shot to death on Badger Mountain Road on January 21st. Potter has refused to speak to police, a judge, or even his attorney since his arrest, which led public defender Jesse Collins to request the evaluation. In a report filed with Douglas County Court on Tuesday, the psychologist said Potter also refused to answer questions from her. However, quote, Mr. Potter appears to currently possess the capacity to understand the nature of the proceedings against him and possesses the capacity to assist in his own defense. Court Commissioner Phil Safar ordered Potter to be arraigned on March 14th. Well, the Douglas County Prosecuting Attorney's Office must pay $2,500 in sanctions to a defense attorney after failing to turn over evidence in a sexual abuse case. Michael J. Berggren is charged with 4 counts of child rape and molestation based on disclosures that came to light through text and Instagram messages last year. His attorney, Brandon Riedall, asked multiple times beginning in June for the messages that were collected by the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, but the data was never provided. Yesterday, Judge Brian Huber agreed that the failure to disclose evidence violated court procedures and then awarded $2,500 payable to Riedall's office and ordered the messages to be turned over in the next 2 weeks. However, he did not suppress them as evidence in Berggren's possible trial. Prosecuting attorney Gordon Edgar told NCWLIFE News today the messages should have been disclosed and said, quote, if there was a failure in the system, I want to find out where that's at and fix it. Well, a Leavenworth man was injured yesterday in a single-car wreck on Interstate 90 near Easton. The Washington State Patrol says 74-year-old David W. Berry was driving east about 11:22 a.m. near milepost 70. That's just north of Easton and 13 miles west of Cleellum. His 2001 Mercury sedan left the roadway, struck the median embankment, and rolled. Berry was injured and taken to Kittitas Valley Health Care after that crash. The State Patrol says the cause of the wreck is under investigation and charges are pending. Well, for the first time in years, Pacific Appraisal Associates reports the median sales price of a home in the Wenatchee market in February went down compared to February of 2022. Last month, the median sales price of a home was $437,500. That's down 4% compared to $456,500 last year. Another indicator of a cooling housing market is active listings last month, 114. That's up a whopping 143% compared to February of 2022 when there were 47 active listings. Total home sales were also down 7% at 39 sold compared to 42 last year. The Wenatchee market consists of Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, Malaga, Orondo, and Rock Island. Well, when we come back, 3 Quincy police officers joined the Quincy City Council last night. A bill sponsored by 13th District State Representative Tom Dent passed the House last week aimed at preventing utilities from becoming the cause of wildfire. And Yakima Nation Fisheries is inviting the public to join them for an open house on their new salmon habitat restoration project. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
March is a food and wine lover's dream in Chelan, presented by Lake Chelan Wine Valley. Taste Chelan celebrates food and wine all March long, created to tickle your taste buds. Experience a food and wine tour happening every Saturday with special offers all month long. Local wineries select their most tantalizing varietals paired and curated with food from local restaurants, chefs, and culinary artisans. Taste Chelan. It'll bring out the foodie in you. Buy tickets now by visiting tastechelan.com.
At Prestige Senior Living, we celebrate life at every age. From our cognitive and fall reduction programs to our focus on life enrichment and wellness, we help our residents maintain independence while nurturing mind, body, and spirit. Residents also enjoy a wide variety of amenities and services, including restaurant quality dining, housekeeping, a full calendar of events, and so much more. To learn more or to schedule a tour, visit us at prestigecare.com or call the number on your screen. We can't wait to show you around.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
Welcome back. In another news, 3 Quincy police officers joined the Quincy City Council last night. During the meeting, new Police Chief Ryan Green was sworn in. Green replaces former Quincy Police Chief Keith Siebert, who retired last month. The second officer sworn into duty last night was Joanna Navarro, who was welcomed back to the department. Honored at the meeting also was Sergeant Jorge Trujillo for his 15 years of service with the Quincy Police Department. A bill sponsored by 13th District State Representative Tom Dent passed the House last week. It's aimed at preventing utilities from becoming the cause of wildfire. Under House Bill 1032, the Department of Natural Resources would advise electricity providers on how to craft their wildfire safety and mitigation plans. The bill passed the House 96-0 and now heads to the state Senate.
If you think back 2 or 3 years ago when they had that big wildfire down there in Paradise, California, well, this is what we're trying to prevent. So we have these power lines, these utility companies that run these power lines out through wildfire-prone areas. Well, this bill is going to require them to put together a wildfire mitigation plan, you know, and let's determine what we can do to prevent that kind of a fire. And if we do have a problem, how we can get the power off and set the vegetation management up so it works. So basically, it's just about preventing a catastrophic wildfire.
Yakima Nation Fisheries is inviting the public to join them for an open house on their new salmon habitat restoration project. Together with the Washington State Department of Transportation and U.S. Forest Service, they're working to address fish habitat and highway stability concerns along the Lake Wenatchee Highway near Coles Corner. Last year, Yakima Nation Fisheries updated a feasibility and alternatives analysis study to find ways for improvement of fish habitat and highway operations in a section of Nason Creek. The public meeting will share those outcomes and discuss the project further. The meeting, which will be held in 2 sessions, is scheduled for Tuesday, March 21st from 3 to 4:50 p.m. and then again from 5 o'clock to 7 p.m. at the Lake Wenatchee Rec Club. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's features story where state legislators have advanced a bill which builds up projects to avoid and adapt to devastating wildfires. And a big storm system is heading our way late tomorrow night and into Friday. I'll have all the details in your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Central Washington Water is your solution for problem water. Whether you're on a well or municipal water, they can design a clean water system custom to you. Soft water eliminates water spots and scaling on fixtures. It protects appliances from hard water damage, saving you money. Soft water reduces soap usage that causes skin irritation and is a healthier choice to drink. Call for a free in-home consultation or stop by the store to have your water tested. Central Washington Water, your best water solution for home, pool, and spa.
Getting ready for the boating season is easy with the help of Bob File Boats and Motors. Now's the time of year to upgrade your boat from a new motor, a bow mount, installing a state-of-the-art GPS fish finder, or just fixing your trailer lights. Make your appointment today. With marine technology changing fast, the service department stays up to date with the newest developments and factory certifications. Spend more time on the water and less time at the shore. Get ready for summer fun now at Bob File Boats and Motors.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's features story, state legislators have advanced a bill proposed by Public Lands Commissioner Hillary Franz, which builds up projects to avoid and adapt to devastating wildfires. The Cascading Impacts of Wildfire bill passed the House on Monday. Among other steps, it bulks up funding for the Wildfire Ready Neighbors program and expands it from eastern to western Washington. Franz and legislation sponsor Representative Joel Kretz say the west side of the state is likely to become a new battlefield as the changing climate dries out the landscape.
Wildfire touches every single person in Washington state. And unfortunately, the wildfire risk is growing. We're going to see more fires, and we're going to see them more frequently throughout the state. We're also going to see them more closer to population centers. We believe that we can take steps needed to protect homes, protect lives, build community resilience, and lessen the impacts of wildfires before the fires even start. That's why it's critical that House Bill 1578 gets passed. The bill asks for $12.8 million over the next biennium so DNR can help Washingtonians prepare before the fire even strikes. So we can do everything possible to safeguard the people during fires and support communities and families as they recover from wildfires. House Bill 1578 will help us build community resilience to wildfires quickly and throughout the state, but it has a particular focus on those communities, especially those in the wildland-urban interface, who face unique risks during and after wildfire events. It details my agency's plan to address wildfire smoke risks and impacts, further support communities, and address post-wildfire risks, including landslides.
I can tell you the impacts we've seen over the years from increased fire, sometimes 6, 8, 10 weeks of incredible smoke. where you can't see a quarter mile. I can tell you my lungs have never been the same after a few of those summers, day after day in heavy smoke. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, and you know, we've seen more on the west side, and I'm actually really concerned about the west side in the future. A dry summer, the amount of fuels that we see in those forests, the height, I'm afraid we're going to see fires on the west side that are more than anything we've seen even on the east side over the last decade.
Let's take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Wednesday. It was another cloudy Wednesday, and boy, it kind of felt just damp cold out there today, didn't it? Beautiful shot looking down at the Columbia River from our Waterville Sky-Fi Tower camera. And yeah, we saw a lot of medium and low hanging clouds out there today, and that new snow on top of the foothills of the Cascades out there. Didn't get all that warm today. 39 our unofficial high temperature. That's 11 degrees below where we should be for this time of year at 50. Beautiful record high temperature. 68, that was set back in 2005. We were at 30 this morning. 32 is our normal low this time of year, and our record just a few years back in 2019, our record cold, 13 degrees. Sunrise 6:28, and the sun will set at 5:56. Taking a look at what we can expect as we get into tonight, or I should say tomorrow rather. Let's do that first. It will be warmer once again in the Columbia Basin. We're talking generally mid-40s from Quincy into Ephrata and over into Moses Lake. Also a mild one in Ellensburg. About 40 for Wenatchee, also for Eniat, Chelan, up into Omak, and then some 30s, upper 30s, Cashmere, Leavenworth, and even Lake Wenatchee. Not too bad tomorrow with a high temperature of 36 degrees. Taking a look now at tonight, here's our weather maker. This area of low pressure, it's bringing clouds our way, and just this band of snow right here. Winter weather advisory for you folks in Waterville, over into Mansfield, possibly Lake Roosevelt, 1 to 3 inches there. And then as we get into Thursday, cloudy skies once again, an 80% chance. I think not so much during the day, but here's our shot as we get into Thursday night. High temperatures tomorrow, as I mentioned, right around that 40-degree mark. That means look at your commute Friday morning. 80% chance of rain and snow. It will break up a little bit in the afternoon as that low pushes over into Montana. High temperatures once again staying steady at about 40 degrees. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy skies. Saturday should be a pretty nice day. Warmer temperatures, highs in the mid-40s. And don't forget, turn those clocks ahead as we spring forward into Sunday. And on Sunday, expect mostly cloudy skies. Here's our next weather maker. The nice part about that, a very warm southerly flow as that atmospheric river continues to point at the Pacific Northwest. 30% chance for evening showers Sunday with highs in the low 40s. For Monday, kicking off our next work week, area of low pressure will be to our north. We will just see a pretty strong westerly flow. It will bring about a 50% chance, as you can see, rain showers to us in the evening time. Warmer though, highs in the mid 40s for Monday. And then on Tuesday, a chance for morning rain showers. Not too bad in the afternoon, mostly cloudy skies. But look at this, let's circle this. High temperatures on Tuesday in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast. And tonight we will drop down to 28 degrees. Once again, a really good chance that we will see evening rain and snow Thursday and morning rain and snow on Friday. Low 40s both days. 44 for Saturday. It looks like Saturday will be the best day of our entire 7-day forecast. Sunday, back to the rain showers in the evening hours. 43 degrees, 33 our low. And then for Monday and Tuesday, boy, a nice warm up, even though we will see, a 40 to 50% chance of rain each day. 46 Monday, and your high temperature Tuesday, 47 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
I'm Jenny Rojanowski, host of Network TV, and I'm looking for you, our next guest, to come on air live at the NCWLIFE studios. We would love to feature your business, organization, or nonprofit and share about the work or innovation happening inside of your organization. It's super easy to come on air. You just need to send us an email. info@ncwtech.org. That's info@ncwtech.org.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. For the 21st time in Gonzaga's history, the Bulldogs have won the West Coast Conference Tournament Championship. Gonzaga led wire to wire against St. Mary's in the WCC title game last night, winning at 77-51 and led by as many as 37 points in the game. Drew Timme scored 18 to become the all-time leading scorer in Gonzaga history. He afterwards pointed to the toughness of the Zags defense as a reward for a lot of hard work.
I don't think it's something that came just all out of the blue. I think it's something that came piece by piece, day by day. It's something that you can't just wake up and go, oh, we're a tough team. It's something that you have to get through the dirt and the mud, and it's something that, like Coach said, he probably wasn't the nicest guy around, but neither were we. And and that's what it takes to be good. You gotta get after each other, and I think that's just what makes this group special, is that we've been able to push each other and push each other's buttons. But at the end of the day, man, no one cares about each other more than this group, and it just makes the journey that much more special.
Coach Mark Few was proud of how his team fought through early adversity this season and stuck together.
That's what made it so special, is they just hung with it. It took a while, I think, for us to really figure out what it was going to take, especially with our physicality and our connectivity on the defensive end. And again, it was just great to put it together, on a night like tonight against such a really, really good team. I think St. Mary's is going to have great success in the NCAA tournament. They're an excellent basketball team, and I hope we just stay in this space. As I told them, if we stay playing defense like that and keep running our offense as crisp as we ran it tonight, especially that's one of the best defenses in the country to do that. Bodes really, really well for us in the tournament.
Gonzaga takes a 9-game winning streak into the NCAA tournament. The Bulldogs will learn of their seeding and bracket during Selection Sunday. Well, the Gonzaga women were not so fortunate in their title game against Portland yesterday, falling to the Pilots 64-60. The Bulldogs committed 24 turnovers, most of which in the second half. Coach Lisa Fortier says that was the difference in the ball game.
I thought our team really played hard today. Portland was aggressive and very physical throughout the entire game, and the turnovers were the reason for the outcome, in my opinion. They turned us over, and our shooting percentage wasn't amazing, but it was good enough. So I wish we would have handled the pressure a little bit better than we did. I'm happy with some of the things that we did as a team, but the third quarter we couldn't stop them from scoring, which obviously you can't give up 26 very often, even if you only hold them to 8 in the second and have a favorable outcome. So a lot of things I wish we would have done a little bit different, but Portland did a good job of executing and pressuring everywhere that we went and made things difficult for us today.
Yvonne Agim led Gonzaga with 21 points in the loss. Gonzaga now 28-4 will await Selection Sunday
to see if they receive a bid to the NCAA tournament. Well, the men's Pac-12 tournament now takes over center stage in Las Vegas. With the first round happening today, Washington, an 8th seed, was facing 9th-seeded Colorado earlier today. That was followed by 5th-seeded Washington State against 12th-seeded Cal. We'll have the results tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Well, the Wenatchee Bighorns dropped their second straight game in TBL play last night to visiting Newfoundland, 119-96. The Rogues held a 6-point lead at half and blew the game open in the third, outscoring the Bighorns 40-22 in the frame. Jalen Nixon scored 23 points to lead Wenatchee in the loss, while Gamon Boykin scored 21. Wenatchee hits the road for the first time in franchise history Friday. They'll be in Seattle to take on the Superhawks at 7 o'clock at Seattle Pacific University. Well, the Seattle Kraken ran their current win streak to 5 last night with a 5-2 home ice win over Anaheim. Jamie Oleksiak and Jared McCann put Seattle up 2 goals in the first period, while Philip Grubauer played a great backstop against the Ducks' attack.
McCann got a great wrist shot, goes down to Beniers. Oh, his wraparound is just wide. Oleksiak, the aggressive pinch. Eberle has it in front, open, score! The defenseman, Jamie Oleksiak. He's got 9 goals on the year. He's never had that many in an NHL season. The 6'7" blue liner gives the Kraken a 1-0 lead. This is Grant. Fowler's in front, but it comes to Comtois. Watch out the other way. Kraken 3 wide, but at the end of their shift. See if they have enough energy. Beniers knocked away. Larson, trailer. McCann, score! Oh, that's what he does! Harrington, Strome. Sauces the Zegras between the legs! Oh my goodness! He's done it again!
What? He splits the D. Interesting decision. You got 2 Seattle defensemen there standing watching. Neither of them takes him. You got Trevor Zegras, one of the most skilled young players in the league, able to do this, pull the puck between his legs.
Zegras chopping at Susie. Nice play. Doorstep. Whoa, what a save by Grubauer. He robs Strome. Waiting in front. Grant. Comtois on the other side, but here come the fast feet of Brandon Tanev. Tanev to Sprong. Wrist shot. Over and in! Score! Daniel Sprong in the lineup on the score sheet. 3-1 Kraken. To try to pick a corner and elevate quickly, but he chose to pass. That's what he normally does. Done. McCann, there's his office. One-timer! Score! Toven in! 4-1. Now it's just working on that back end. They need, obviously, get Drysdale back and healthy next year. Open in front, shot, score! Max Comtois. Maybe his teammate's like, you got enough. Give me Jaden Schwartz one. I need an empty net goal.
Seattle enjoys a night off tonight before hosting Ottawa tomorrow at 7 o'clock. You can watch the action on Root Sports Northwest. Mariners had the day off yesterday and will be back on the diamond today in Cactus League Baseball. Seattle heads for nearby Glendale, Arizona and Camelback Ranch to face the Dodgers. That game, in fact, just underway. And I don't know if it's on TV or not. The 5 o'clock game probably will. Mariners 5-6 so far this spring. Dodgers at 6-2. That's Look at Sports News. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thanks a bunch, Eric. And once again, before we let you go, there is a winter weather advisory for the Waterville-Mansfield area tonight, and that's ahead of an even bigger storm that we expect Thursday night and into Friday morning. It's a very wet weather system that will affect all the way from north central Washington into the Spokane area. Snow showers mixed with rain, a definite possibility for us Thursday night into Friday. So travel Friday morning could be a little bit tricky. Be careful out there. And that'll do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night. News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCW Life channel.
Hello, television family. Grab your cup of coffee each weekday morning and join me. I'm Dan Kuntz, the host of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's everything you need to start your day. We're live and we're local at 7 a.m. every weekday on the NCW Life channel.
Watch Vibrant Living, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Find out about programs and activities for ages 50 and over, and meet amazing seniors who contribute to our community. New episodes Sundays at 1:30 p.m., replayed throughout the week on the NCW Life channel.
Looking for the latest news on flying cars, robots, or space travel? The vehicle exploded on the landing pad. Tune in to your weekly tech update with Ray McNeil. New episodes Mondays at 8:30 p.m. on the NCW Life